Bye. Hello! Welcome to my aquarium video, my first one. Now this may seem kind of random for those who haven't heard me talk about it, but after the lockdown kind of first started, at some point I took some time off in 2020, I think it was around September, and I started watching aquarium videos. It's a whole thing on YouTube, just showing your aquariums and building it up. I've been watching aquarium videos for over a year now, pretty much daily. It's been my thing that I just look at what's these YouTubers, what's their new builds. But it kind of stems back to from when I was a kid. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved the ocean. And I have a recurring dream where I'm under the water and I find out I can breathe. So I've had that all my life, and over the last year and a half, I've been looking at aquarium videos, and I decided that I wanted to get my own, and so I did. I've been talking about this on stream for a while. I now have an aquarium. I wanted to get one in my office, out of the way, in view of my streams, and Alex can't complain. And that's understandable if Alex wouldn't want one in the living room, because as I said, aquariums, it sets the mood, and it's very much a centerpiece of a room, I think. But Alex said, you know what, let's have it in the living room. And I was like, are you sure? And she said she really wanted it in the living room, and she has interest in it. She thinks it'll be cute. So here it is. This is a 300-liter aquarium. It's just about 140 width, 42 centimeters deep. Centimeters, by the way. And it's 55 high. So for aquariums of this size, you need a stand that can hold it. The problem with aquarium stands are that they're really ugly. I found this cabinet and it's lovely, very beautiful. There's a shelf that goes here normally, and these will close on it. So I've spent the first couple of weeks, I've been on and off coming in here and reinforcing it. So you have 3 wooden columns right here, beams, just vertically, and then they go across, and there's, yeah, so I've been reinforcing it, and now it's actually ready. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying here. So let me talk to you about the aquarium process. This is such a random thing for me to make a video of, but this is something that I really want to put some time into. With aquariums, I've been reading up a lot about it obviously over the year and watching so many videos of people putting it up. There's many steps. So the next step for me is hardscaping. Hardscape is basically putting in the rocks and the wood, if you're having it either. For this one, I haven't bought any wood. I'll probably won't be playing with wood, but I've got 50 kilos of rock that we're going to be setting up. So for those who have never looked into aquarium videos, this is something called aquascaping, and so I'm going to be setting up rocks. I want to make it look kind of like mountains, but there's so many styles, and I'll have lots of pictures show up for what you can do in aquascaping, how you can make it look. I'll be using Seryu stone. It's a Japanese, it's a Japanese stone. And as I'm saying it, I'm realizing, I've never realized how lame this is, but but I love it. So I'm gonna be setting it up. I wanna set up the layout, and I don't wanna just put it in and kind of just like guess. I wanna really find a layout that I like and that I'm happy with. So that's what we're gonna start with. So hardscape first, that's rocks, wood, putting in the substrate. Then it's plants, putting in all the plants, and then it's filling it with water, and then you need to cycle the tank. So what that means is you're letting all the beneficial bacteria build up basically and cycle so that it's a healthier environment for fish to thrive in, basically. So yeah, step one is to design the tank. Is the stone I'll be working with. It gets quite dark once it's underwater and it's been, you know, gone through the process of being in water, I guess. And it's got these beautiful white stripes going across them, which is very nice. So I've got 52 kilos of it here. I'm obviously a noob at this. This is the first time I ever do this. I just want to make it clear that if don't watch this if you want to like truly learn something. There's so many experienced aquarium owners who have like YouTube channels and they're really good at what they do and so many good tips. MD fish tanks, green aqua. So if you want to learn, then that's probably a really good way of doing it. Go to those channels. I want to do quite a high formation here on the left. And then I wanted to kind of cut down here and I want to leave an opening of sand here for the Corydoras. And so I want a path here that thins as it goes, kind of going like this. High mountains on the sides. Got a lovely rock here that I thought worked well. It's a nice slope as well, steep slope that we can get going with. And I attached it to this one. I've simulated the substrate there that's going to be a little higher and it's slotted in quite perfectly here. So I just found another rock that could slot on quite nicely on here. Now I've forgotten how I did it. Got it. Checked the recording and matched it. This rock right here. I think I'm gonna attach that there. So I'm just gonna slowly build this left side up using rocks to prop it up. And the substrates, it's gonna be a very harsh mountain here on the left. Part of me wants to put in a layer of sand so that I can put this there. But at the same time, I'm like, maybe I should have this plant as well a little bit. Do the first layer. Oh.
So sad. Oh no.
Life. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, this is just a bunch of rocks, but you have to try to visualize it because in the end it's going to have soil and there's going to be greenery and it looks very different. And that's really difficult to do when you're just playing with styrofoam and just trying to build it. I'm just going to label them, put them down, and then that way I'm done with the left. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Or, you know, cut. Hello. So, I have a problem. You know, when I was doing this the other day and I was working with this, I realized that... Oh god, Sunny's freaking out. Sunny! What's going on? Is there a dog? Is there a dog out the window? So the thing is, I obviously have this setup, right? And it's all good and great and it's a preview of the aquarium, and I realized that it's really difficult to simulate the height at the back. I ended up using egg cartons and like boxes to kind of set a height up at the back, but it's really flimsy and difficult. And so what I ended up doing was I went out and bought some gravel right here, some basic gravel. It ended up being quite cheap, and I'm gonna use aquarium filter bags. And I'm going to put the gravel in those bags and I'm going to use that in the aquarium to prop it up at the back, and we're basically just going to start setting it up in the aquarium. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to play around with that. I forgot. I forgot to wash the sand. You know, it's not the end of the world if you don't wash the sand. The problem is it's going to be really, really cloudy. Oh, what's the best way to do this? I did it with all the gravel. I did it with all these gravel bags. I've washed them thoroughly. And then I completely forgot to wash the sand. I'm going insane. Hello. So I've now spent a couple of hours. It was a mess. I shouldn't have put in the sand first. I'm an idiot. I should have put in the soil first. So I spent a couple of hours cleaning the sand, put it in, and then I was like, you know what, I don't need it. So I swiped to the side. And anyway, I've started everything. So I've started building some mountains here. I've got a beautiful, I'm going for a peak here on the left. And so there's going to be a path right here. You need to imagine it with sand on it. You put sand last, which is what I should have remembered. So I'm going to put sand on here, and there's going to be a bit of a path, and this is going to build up quite high. So there's going to be a layer here. I'm going to build up soil here and do a layer. So I found out that works quite nicely, and I needed to prop this up against something under because it's quite high up. So Alex handed me this rock randomly, and it works really nicely because you have this beautiful white line here. And it kind of looks like a continuation from this. There's a crack here, white line, and then white line, and then here. So these three are very beautiful together. So I just need another piece here, I think. But it's all going to be covered. You really have to work with imagining the final look when you do this. Obviously right now this is like what's going on here. You need to imagine the sand laid out. You need to imagine it clean with water in it. And finally you also have to imagine the greenery. So there's a lot of spots where I'm thinking, oh, I'm probably going to have a little bush come out here. I think I'm gonna do you see this hole here? Yeah. Beautiful for like, there's a lot of holes in the rocks where I can plant things, which I'm really excited about. I'm really happy.
Good.
Hello. Twist more, doesn't it?
A tiny bit.
Yeah, that goes here as the back wall, and then I could do some plants here.
Yeah.
Do you think this looks good?
Yeah, it looks really cool.
These big rocks have really opened my mind up, and I don't know what to do with them. I had a whole plan, and now I'm like, what do I do with these big rocks? They're amazing. I want to do something with them.
It's like a fallen statue, you know?
Yeah. Hello everyone, I'm sorry about my voice. I currently have corona, but been playing around with the aquarium here, and I think I'm pretty much done with the hardscape. I'm extremely happy with how it's looking. For those who are wondering what's next, it'll be to order some plants.
Are you still thinking of painting the glass?
Right! Forgot to mention that. I had an epiphany yesterday. I was about to call you guys chat, but you're just YouTube viewers. While I was sat on the couch, I was looking at this, and I realized this left side, I'm gonna paint it black. Really make this corner nice, because right now it's white because of the cabinet there. And I don't know, I just realized that it would look really good with that. So I'm gonna order the plants, and then it's probably gonna take about a week for the plants to arrive. And one of those days I'm gonna remove this cabinet, and I'm gonna paint that backside black to kind of connect with this black background. I think it'll make this corner look really, really fucking nice. Motherfucker. Ow, fuck, man. You know, oh. Okay, the angle is good. And I got merch on, because I'm a sellout. I recorded me putting that together, the rocks and stuff. That was 3 weeks ago, a month ago now. Actually, fucking hell, that was 3 months ago. A lot's happened. I decided to be patient with it. Yeah, we're kind of we're at the halfway mark with cycling, and I decided it's time to put in some plants. So that's what I've got in the box next to me. I've been a real nerd. I took a picture of my aquarium, and then I was in Photoshop finding plants I want to get and planning with little numbers where to put them all. I'm actually really proud of it. So I spent like a day doing that, reading up on different types of plants. So this is the Super Red. This is Ludwigia Super Red. These are meant, these I'm going to have at the back. If grown correctly, they'll actually become very red. Hence the name Super Red. That's their kind of nickname, an official name. But they're called Ludwigia. Oh, they're very beautiful just now already. They've got a bit of a purple feel. Oh, oh yeah, the Hygrophila. This bad boy gets big. Let me tell you how big this bad boy. You wouldn't believe it, eh? Look how tiny he is. 15 to 40 centimeters tall and 7 to 12 wide. And I'm going to be mixing them, the Super Red and the Hygrophila I'm planning on having together. It's going to be very nice. It's looking really good so far. Looking really good. I'm very happy. So, since a few days back when I planted the first batch, my aquarium light broke. Maybe you can tell. This light is broken. Friday, it completely died suddenly. And when I smell it, there's a battery part in the cable. It smells burnt. And the seller on Amazon is gone. I can't contact them. And I've contacted Chihiro's, which is the brand of this light, and they're really not helpful. So I'm a little stressed about that. So hopefully everything will go okay until I get the normal light sorted. We'll see. Okie dokie, I have been gone for a week, and I've come back to a beautiful looking aquarium. Look at these plants, man. They're the Super Reds. Really that red's starting to come through on them. The Monte Carlo, all this carpet is really spreading. I do think I need to do a trimming. I'm gonna redo the bottom here. It's really uneven with the soil, and I'm just not quite happy with that part. But just in general, all of these plants are looking so good. In general, looking really good so far. Hello! I got my fish! Here they are.
Hello! Tio from the future here. My dogs are playing behind me, so sorry if you hear weird grunts. I never introduced this fish. This is the one I'm most excited about. This is the Panda Corridora. Corridoras are a type of catfish, and they come in many different colors and varieties. The pandas are one of the smaller ones, and they look the reason they're named panda is because of the color that they have, the black spots on the kind of whitish. It's a very much a panda look. Anyway, I really like Corydoras. They have such a fun behavior. They thrive in sand. They dig in through it and stuff. It's a beautiful fish, and yeah, I'm a big fan of Corydoras. Just thought I'd give you a little introduction to the fish that Theo, he had a lot going on, this Theo. He forgot to introduce the fish, but there you go. Panda Corydoras. Enjoy.
What you do is put them in like that. They're not doing great. Oh, in fact, I should turn off the light. Newbie mistake. They freak out more with the light on. Okay. They're taking it easy. Nothing really for you guys to see. Actually, this is a really shitty shot because it's really dark.
So Tia, what are we doing?
We're drip acclimating our new fish.
Yay!
What that means is, in the old school days, when you got new fish, you would put the bag of the fish, so the fish are put in a bag with water in it, and then the bag floats in the aquarium. That way the water will slowly adjust to the temperature of the aquarium, but in recent years, what you do is you drip acclimate. So we're gonna pour them in a bucket, and then about, I don't know, 1 to 3 drops per second are being dropped in from the aquarium, from our aquarium, into the bucket to get them used to not only the new temperature, but also the water parameters of my aquarium. So that's what we're setting up right now.
Fishies.
Fishies.
And Sunny got a bone from the store. He's happy.
Great. Great.
Be gentle.
How exciting.
Okay, so we're gonna put the Corydoras in the tank.
I'm scared. Here we go. Have fun in your new home.
Yay! Yay!
They're in!
They're in!
So they're gonna be stressed now in the beginning. They're gonna be taking it real easy.
Oh, they're so tiny.
They're really small. Oh, it's so exciting, honey.
I think they like it. He's cleaning the sand already. Look at them!
I think it's a nice contrast that goes up, and then you got the big leaves back there as well. Then a bit more red. Have you seen how I propagated? So all the long red ones. So, time to do the
Shrimpies. Asbenya na kichinawa.
I can see your face. Go over behind him. Go left. More up there. Yeah, I can see. Oh, that's funny. How long has it been now since we got the fish? 5 days?
5 days? Yeah, 5 days.
They're all doing great. They're currently snacking on some food. Well, they're all doing great. We lost one. So we got 15 of these Corydoras, but then one of them stopped moving and he kept being like sideways. Anyway, we gave it a day. We fed him a cooked pea in case it was like gas and stuff. I looked up a few ways you can save them, but apparently when they're swimming sideways and they can't stay upright, it's a very low chance that they make it. So after about a day or two, he was still alive, but he wasn't looking good. So we had to put him down. So, but all the other ones, all the other 14 are doing great. They're very happy with how it's going so far. So plans now are, I'm probably going to smash a rock up for a couple of small bits. And I'm going to place one right here, because soil keeps coming through here. And as you can see under this plant, it's lost its soil now because it's gone through here. So if I smash a rock up and place a tiny rock in there, that'll stop that from happening. And I can replace the soil there.
So what we're doing?
We're breaking rock.
Breaking rock.
I don't know if this is going to work.
I would honestly say just smash it, like... Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
go see if any of these fit.
Mm-hmm. That works.
Does that look?
Yeah, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, look normal.
Right, that's looking a little better. I wonder if I should put this rock down a little. Now that I've taken the soil away, you've come apparent.
Yeah.
Right, maintenance day complete.
Yeehaw.
Bye, vlog.
Bye for today.
Hi. Okay, so. Hello! Hello. Right, so I look pretty shitty. Does anyone else get acne from what they eat? I've been eating a shitload of chocolate the last couple of days because I've been really nervous because Luna's at the hospital, but she's okay now. And so I've been eating a lot of chocolate. I don't know why I had to give you a reason for eating chocolate. But anyway, I just got the first draft of the vlog from Flash and it's looking really good so far. You guys are in the middle of watching it right now. And I realize there's a few things I haven't even mentioned. So let's do a bit of an update. It's currently April and the tank's doing well. Let's talk a little bit about my plans and what's to come and how things have been going. First of all, the plan to paint the side black, which I was so excited about, I abandoned it because when you fill the water up, it just becomes this mirrored effect, and I think it looks really nice. I mean, it makes the tank look deeper because it's just mirrored on the side. This is nice because if I'm sitting here, there's the boy. If I'm sitting here, then it's mirrored, and I think that looks really nice. The angle is nice. I have added a nice black intake here at the back, and I think that makes it look really subtle. And I'm still working on this side. I need to have a look at these. There's a heater there, and then obviously an outtake and another intake, and that side's messy right now, but that's how it's gonna be. Let's talk about how the aquarium's doing. I've been struggling with brown algae. Not the worst in the world. The fish are fine with brown algae. It's just makes the tank look kind of shitty. So you can see it on the rocks here, for example, and you'll see it on some leaves. You'll see it on here. Whoa. I mean, I'm a great cameraman. You see it on the leaves there as well, that it's brown. I am looking to get some new fish, some algae-eating fish. They're called Otocinclus catfish. Their nickname is dwarf sucker. I don't know why. So that's been one of my problems. The plants are doing really well. Really going in. The reds are looking beautiful. This is why I want to move the intake. I mean, it's just really in the way there, and it kind of ruins this shot a little bit. I like the way that the Monte Carlo grass here is overflowing and kind of hanging. I don't like the bottom. I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to put in some other plants there that I'm going to order. The shrimp are doing great. There's one right now. The Corridoras it's a mixed bag. You know, they're doing great in general, but a couple of them have been turning pale the last couple of days, which means that they're either stressed or sick. Here are the two. Don't worry, those are not white spots. That would be a sign of, I think there's a disease called white spot itch, I think it's called. That's just sand. It's just sand, I've checked. In general, everyone else is doing great. And even the ones that are pale have energy, for the most part. We'll see how that goes. But that's the thing with aquariums. A lot can go wrong with your fish, and it can be all kinds of stuff, and you have to look out for the symptoms. You know, I do want to not only talk about the good, but I want to mention the bad as well. I want to mention what's going wrong, because I think it's part of the experience, you know? And if I inspire anyone in this to be like, oh, I'm going to get an aquarium, then they need to know that, like, shitty things happen as well. And sometimes you could do everything right, and it's still like, well, what the fuck? Like, I'm finding myself frustrated because I can't figure out what's going wrong. We'll see. I'll let you know how that goes. Update. Been a couple of weeks, and we have 8 very healthy Corridoras right here. And I've gotten a little insane because some have just gone missing, honestly. I've looked everywhere and I can't find them. So I'm just gonna, they're MIA, basically. They're MIA. That white one back there, he has just stayed white. Don't really know why. So, yeah, who knows? It's part of the hobby. Oh yeah, look at you. Yum, 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 yum. Alex, I'd love your advice.
Axolotls. It's lovely.
If I ever did a saltwater aquarium, it has to be
Nemo's.
clownfish.
Yeah. But I really liked that yellow and pink one that we saw as well.
Yep.
No, yellow and pink. I can't see him now. Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. That guy. He's so cute. He looks like a sweetie. He doesn't look real. We really liked these ones.
Pearl gourami. Oh no,
No, these are the platinum gourami, but
They're
they're
a little aggressive.
a little bitey. Whoa, look at this guy.
Oh, cool.
I have to get the better. This guy's looking at me funny. I don't like the way he's looking at me. Corridores. You're about to get some brothers and sisters.
Hello! We've got new fish. We've got some guppies to throw in.
The guppies were my idea.
Yeah, Alex has always wanted guppies, and I did agree with her. We found some that were very pretty, so they'll look great in this. And that means we can't get silver tip tetras because they can be fin nippers, and guppies have very big fins. We've got guppies, we've got some snails, and we've got some new shrimp. We really like the red shrimp, so we got some other shrimp that'll go well with them. So let's add them all. We've been drip acclimating them, and they should be ready now.
Hi guys.
Ooh, their colors are nice still.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome. The snails don't need acclimating.
Well, they're a bit. Some people do, but from what I've read, it's fine. 4 snails. I'll just kind of pick them up and put them in.
Yep.
I don't want to crack them. Here we go. They're probably not going to come out of the shell for a while.
Tio. He's a spiky one.
Yeah, wait, so these are called nerite snails. Let me teach you guys a little. These are nerite snails. Now, a big problem with snails in the aquarium hobby is that they will become a bit of an infestation. They will breed so much, and there will be so many of them, that suddenly your tank is filled with snails. Nerite snails, they will breed in freshwater aquariums. However, their, what do you call it? Their seeds, their
Spawn.
Their spawn, I don't know the correct term, their spawn doesn't hatch unless it's saltwater or brackish water, I think. And this is freshwater, so they, yeah, basically that's not going to be a problem. A lot of these nerite snails have these beautiful brown patterns, as this one back here. This one here.
Yeah.
They have brown stripes and end up looking very beautiful.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Corridores? You got some new neighbors.
They're eating. My aquarium has life.
Yeah.
I'm really happy.
Good, you should be.
I've been waiting for this day. There's still some fish we're planning on adding, but it's looking really good.
Good.
We have 5 red cherry shrimp in the aquarium. They're all alive and doing great, and we like the shrimp so much we got these. They're very pretty. They're called crystal red shrimp. They've got these beautiful stripes, which you won't be able to see now since
They're a little stressed.
they're a little stressed. Oh, that one looks dead.
Hello, little friend.
Oh, they're immediately
Immediately
doing their thing.
chilling.
In fact, their color looks pretty good as well.
Yeah, look at them.
They're looking better now than they did when they were picked up in the aquarium.
Yeah.
And a fun fact about these shrimp, they're of different... Look at these guys chilling together. Chilling. Tank update, it's going well. I'm actually going to be changing some plants today, so I thought I'd film it. There's a couple of parts of the tank I'm not happy with. I'm going to be changing the look down here. And I'm also going to be adding some plants to the back of this big rock. So that's what we're doing today. The guppies are doing well. Things are going great. The tank's thriving, to be honest. Isn't that much nicer? I think so. So it was a bit tough showing you guys because these plants are so small, but I've planted in a bunch now. I'm gonna give it a clean, and hopefully we'll cut now to an update where I add new fish. So let's cut. Boom! Those creep you out. Alex thinks they look like kids designed them.
They don't creep me out. I just think they look stupid.
They're called rummy-nosed tetras.
They're very silly.
Look at these, they're beautiful.
Yeah, they look like piranhas.
I really like those.
Yeah, they are really cool. Here's an angelfish. It's very beautiful.
In 90s, I feel.
No.
They're nice.
Hello. He's looking at me funny.
These guys are coming home with us.
You're coming home with us.
It's some pencil fish. And the other ones are called something tetra. It's a type of tetra. Yeah, that guy's coming home.
He's coming with us?
That's a cleaner fish. What are they called, Alex?
Ottocinclus.
They're called Ottocinclus. Hello.
Guys, watch this.
Your finger just appears. No.
It tickles so much. Have you shown the progress of Snow White?
Yeah, guys, Snow White, the one who's been sick for a while.
He has colour now.
He's doing really, really well.
He's still tiny, but he actually has black spots on him now,
If I
whereas
could find a way to... There we go.
before he was just completely white.
Yeah, he was white for a long time, a few weeks, and
then
now he's doing okay.
His top fin went grey,
Yeah.
and now his top fin is black, and he actually has the proper like panda stripes.
Yeah, no, he's doing really
He's
well.
doing good. Hi, fishies!
Whee! They're all so small. Okay, the Corridoras, 9 of them, are all chilling. We've got 9 Corridoras chilling here. Here we have my new dwarf pencilfish. They're stripy. Well, they will be. They've kind of lost their color because they're stressed. And here we have Ottocinclus. They're cleaning fish. They generally are quite, they can be quite fragile when they come into a new place. So I'll be drip acclimating them the slowest and for the longest. And then after that, I've just got these guys, veil fin tetra, right there. And then I got some more shrimp as well. So that's what we're adding today. They're a little shocked.
Welcome to your new home, friends.
Are they all in?
Yeah, I think so. Oh look, they're already schooling over here.
Oh, yay! I'm so happy. One of them is an imposter. He's with the wrong group. Their class is over
They're
here.
over there.
Oh, they're mixed. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, the tetras are all down there. Look, here they come on the left.
Hello, guys. Yay.
So many Corridoras! Oh, it looks amazing!
He's so tiny.
That's one of the new tiny ones, I think. No, it's okay.
Yo, it's Cub. Let me get my
for
Focus.
some autosynclus.
There we go. Oh! You look at his face.
Look at this one on the heater.
Oh!
And then on his left, he's got one as well.
Oh, they're so cute. Immediately starts cleaning.
Yeah.
Here come the shrimpies. Shrimpies! There they go. It's just slowly sinking.
We've just fed a cucumber in the tank for the first time. From what I've read, they're mainly meant for like ottos, shrimp, and snail. But for some reason, the Corey's really loving it. I put an algae wafer, which is something you can supplement if there's not enough algae. There was a shrimp coming out of the bushes. I wanted to catch his first cucumber feeding. Oh, there he is. We may be about to catch the first feeding of the cucumber. This shrimp. Yay! Look at that! He's found it! He's giving it a taste. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy.
Corey, man. It's algae. You don't want it.
Oh, the autos!
Oh, the autos!
Yay! Yes! Fat camp! These two guppies have eaten too much. So today for feeding, I've got them in fat camp. They're just gonna be in there while these guys eat for an hour because they're way too fat. They're gonna die.
Yeah.
Hey, fatzos. Hey, so this is my aquarium. So, I'm done is what I was about to say, but on one hand, when is an art piece done? No, but like, I mean, so I'm done in the sense that my vision is complete.
That's fucking sick!
No, Sammy, don't encourage him!
The vision!
But I'll always be changing things. Every now and then I'm going to add something. I'm going to move a plant. I'm always changing it, you know. But I do think that this aquarium vlog is done. From start to finish, you've seen the process now. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how it's gone and how I feel about it. I've added the ivy. It's called pothos, I think, which is a type of plant which grows in a pot, but you can also grow it out of water. So the roots are submerged in the aquarium, and then the actual plants are climbing. I've attached them with some string, and we'll see how that goes. It's just something I thought I'd experiment with, because as you can see above me, there is a painting which I bought from Thailand, and I bought it specifically to have above an aquarium. I thought I'd connect the aquarium and the painting a little bit more by attaching the ivy. So hopefully that'll end up looking quite nice once it's grown in a little bit more. So I started this back in October, and I mean the first month, I think I'd say I spent about a month, maybe a little more, working solely on the hardscape. You know, I thought, no stress, I'm gonna work on the hardscape, I'm gonna work on the rocks, get the placements right until I'm happy. And not that there's anything wrong with that, I don't think that was wrong, but I think I underestimated how many plants I was gonna put in. I mean, I, here on the left, made sure that all the rocks matched and that there were like nice lines following in the rocks on two different rocks so that it looks like it's part of the same mountain. I worked on a lot of that kind of stuff, and now, you know, right here you have this big ass bush that's covering a quarter of all those rocks anyway. So I do think I should have planned ahead a little more. I didn't have to stress too much about rock placements and whatnot because a majority of the rocks aren't visible. It is my first aquarium. I am pleased with it at the end of the day. And I think that's what's important, right? To be pleased with it. I really like the fish I chose. Went a completely different direction from what I had planned in the start. The shrimp are fucking amazing. I love when they come out, and honestly I want to get more shrimp. Did you know these stripy ones are called crystal red shrimp? There are blue versions of them, and in fact I think there are yellow ones as well. Maybe not the stripy ones, but there are yellow ones. But the blue ones look amazing. I might get that in another tank. The guppies are doing well. The red guppies are fatties, and I honestly, I do struggle a little right now because I'm trying to get the catfish to, the Corridor's catfish. They're my favorite fish in here, and they're not eating enough. I've noticed whenever I feed them, the guppies, the little fatties, eat most of it. There's a fat fucking guppy eating all the food. So that's my biggest challenge right now, feeding the Corridoras, the Panda Corridoras, without having the guppies eat it all. The fish I've been stressing the most about is the Otocinclus. Now they are quite fragile fish because most of them are caught in the wild. But so what they do is they feed off of algae. Holy shit, have they been amazing for me though. Literally when we put these in, a lot of my leaves had like a layer of algae on them, some black algae and just some general algae. All of my leaves since I got these guys have been spotless. It's fucking amazing. I've definitely discovered that I knew this beforehand, but still now I've kind of confirmed that I prefer the small fish. There's a lot of big fish you can get in aquariums, and I'm not, obviously there's these fish, but like I've got these fish, right? That maximum are maybe 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters. But I have discovered I really like the nano fish. Not to say there aren't bigger fish that wouldn't be fun, but yeah, no, I am very into the nano fish. I think that it adds such a scale because some people will get an aquarium and they'll focus on the fish. They won't think much about the design of the place. They might not even get real plants. So they'll get plastic plants, or they'll get real plants, but they won't like think much about where they're putting them. Whereas I see this as a garden. Like I really want it to look good, right? And for that, I think nanofish work better because it adds scale to my rocks and my plants. Speaking of plants, very happy with it. I've discovered I really like these epiphyte plants. So the Anubias that I've placed on all the rocks, the dark green ones. I've discovered I'm a huge fan of those. I think they look absolutely beautiful. And of course the super red. You can tell which one's the super red, right? Everything I read about aquariums beforehand and plants. The Ludwigia super red. Everything I read about the Ludwigia super red before I got plants was that like you might not get them super red, as in the name, unless you do things right. And honestly, maybe I just got lucky. I've been really amazed with how much they're popping. I love the like reddish, pinkish feel they've got going here on the left. And they're growing like crazy. I mean, I'm not trimming that often, and therefore you can see them kind of coming up here and going far towards the front of the tank. I kind of like that because I think the fish find safety in it. They'll go and hide in there, like the pencil fish really like that kind of stuff. But also I think it's beautiful. I love the way this looks. The kind of black shadow below there, and then it's like a gradient, isn't it, from black to bright red. I've been a really big fan of that. What I would do if I could turn back time and replan this, when I was spending those weeks planning the rock placements and doing it on my own time, I spent a little too much time planning what rocks go where and not enough time filling in gaps, because this left side has just soil, whereas this is obviously sand. And there's a couple of gaps that this soil keeps leaking through. You can see the black dots here on the left. There's also back right there. I've done a lot to block some of it off, but I'm still having problems with it. And if I would have worked on that in the beginning when it was all dry, I could have blocked that off with super glue or silicone between the cracks. That's something I wish I did more, and that's something I will remember for the future. But in general, I gotta say, I'm really happy with myself. Yeah, I'm really, really happy. One of the favorite parts about the rocks, the hardscape, is definitely the Pride Rock. I think that ended up looking really nice, the way it kind of leans out there. It's just that little extra fun touch. Anyway, yeah, this is, I think, a new hobby of mine. I had a feeling either I'd be like content when I've done this, or I'll want to get something more. And it bounces back and forth. Some days I'm like, nah, I don't want to do aquarium stuff, you know. And then other days I literally go to bed and I can't sleep because I'm imagining future ideas for other tanks. So there is a tank I want to do next. It's in the corner behind me, just a small one. Don't know how if I'm going to involve you guys and how. I guess I'll see how the reception to this vlog is. It's been so different from my usual stuff. I mean, obviously. But I do like kind of involving my hobby. Listen, I've always done gaming on this channel, but I think it's nice to involve my hobby. It's like a hobby channel, you know. It's me, and this is my main game this year. It's aquariums. I think that's it. I'm really into this stuff, so I just want to talk about it, but I'm not going to keep you any longer. Thank you very much for watching this aquarium vlog. Let me know, please let me know what you think in the comments below. I realize it's going to be quite long, so it's going to be chapters, but no point in saying that now. You're at the end of the vlog, so see you in the next one. Bye bye. So many fish. The shrimps had a baby. There. Trying to get a shot of him. I'm so happy, Alex. Yay. This is a sign that the shrimp are happy.